So, good afternoon to one and all. So, today, what we are going to see, since we completed Unit 1, I want to focus on something on MADLAB. Even this period belongs to that only, but the orientation, what I have to give for your MADLAB. I suggest that you people are having labs or desktops in your home. Students who don't have that, I think you have to look for some alternatives. Students having laptop or desktop in your home, you can start working on this. Right? So no need to wait for the offline day to come for laboratory. Whenever you are free, you could be able to complete it. Just if you sit for by installing Android Studio, if you sit for 6 continuous hours, you can complete all your exercises. Okay, so that's the thing. Apart After those exercises, that you can work for your own creativity by importing your own stuff, and you go for thing. And I want to tell you an example. The previous batch IT department students, I could able to convey their name. Rahat, a person. He's a student and he's an alumni of RIT. Based on the interest on this lab, very specifically, now and then he will be conveying about that. Based on the interest and based upon his thrust on this lab, he's, he he joined in a small firm um, for mobile application development. Even though he got his offer in TCS, he joined in a mobile app development firm, and he worked for 2 years. After 2 years, he started his own firm, and the firm is running effectively. Overall, 6 years, the age of his firm is. So that much effective, skill-based lab it is. Okay, skill-based lab. Whenever people are going to start a new business, people will be asking us to develop some website initial days. But nowadays, they are asking for an app, right? So it would be a starting stage for you to become an entrepreneur using this lab. That much effective content that you could be able to play with open source entities. No need to go for any paid version of generating your apps, APKs, or iOS based, whatever may be, right? Android based or iOS based, whatever may be. The app development would be common. Here you are going to work with Java, there you are going to work with C++. Right? So even when we are going to work with the Kotlin, that it will ready to work with both iOS as well as my Android. So no need to worry about that. Since you are inserting with internet programming this year, it's good to float this lab through Java. So that's my suggestion. Still, if people are having any other opinion that you could be able to convey, and you have some no code environment is also available for developing that. An example one is MIT App Inventor. So I think the screen is visible for you, right? So through this, that you could be able to go and MIT have developed it. Especially this is for kids, but that could be the initial stage where you could be able to learn about building apps with something interesting on this, right? So this is also possible. Use our college email ID to log in into this app, right? So that more features could be explored for you, right? So see that initial stages that what we have planned with so many things will ready to turn up. Okay, hi, how are you? So that could be the case that could be displayed over on there. So these are all. This is a simple environment to learn about that. Drag and drop, right? So everything could be available. A simple tutorial will be available. By going through the tutorial, that you could be able to execute the program in a effective way, right? Sample projects will be available over there. Okay. So even you can connect with your phone, or simply you can download the APK file using your data cable, that you can transfer the APK file into your phone, either in the memory card or in your internal storage. Just install that APK file in your phone, the app will ready to work. It's a normal state. Otherwise, you can use as a virtual device. But that means this website will generate a QR code. Using that QR code, if you scan through MIT app, which must be downloaded from the Play Store, and install the app in your phone, scan the QR code after your program got executed. By default, that you could able to see the output of the content in your phone itself directly, right? So there are two ways are there to execute through MIT App Inventor. This is a starting stage to play with your mobile apps, right? So for 1 week that you can play with this app. Later you have to come for Android Studio. That is mandatory, right? That's the idea. Okay, so this is what content that I want to stretch it upon, and yeah, very good video is there to tell you how to install Android Studio in your laptop or desktop. So before getting into the session, the hardware requirements are very important here for your laptop or desktop. If it is not there, kindly upgrade it. You are spending a lot of money for your mobile phones and your dress purchases. Please spend for these things also. So if your RAM size is not 8 GB, it will take much more time to execute these mobile based programs, right? So make sure that minimum RAM size in your laptop or desktop, it must be 8 GB, right? Minimum RAM size. If the RAM size is more, it will execute immediately, no issues, right? If RAM size is more than 8 GB, more greater than or equal to 8 GB, it will execute immediately. Otherwise, after clicking the run button, even in MIT App Inventor or even in your Android Studio, that depending upon your RAM space, available free space, it will take time to execute the AVD, Android Virtual Device. Okay, it will take time to execute and it will generate. Okay, and the preliminary thing is before installing Android Studio, that what you have to do means you have to install Java in your machine. How to install Java, how to install Android Studio, step by step you are going to see through the following video. Kindly listen it patiently first, right? So no need to skip over on that. Listen it patiently, then you can go for installation, right? So after that, what you have to do, complete first 3 to 4 exercises along with the coding. Your content is available in your manual. Okay, so just you have to copy and paste in the corresponding wizard and you are going to run the program. So complete at least 2 to 3 programs, and I will create a location to share your exercises, right? So if you are going to submit 3 exercises, means maintain 3 separate Word documents, convert it into PDF, no issues. Code along with the screenshot of the mobile app output, right? This is what you have to maintain. If you have completed 3 programs, so what you have to do, name of the file would be your roll number underscore ex1 dot doc. Likewise, so roll number underscore ex2, so that represents your exercises. So exercise manual already shared towards you. Start working on that, right? So I'll
Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can download and install Android Studio on your Windows 10 operating system. So for installing Android Studio on your Windows operating system, you need to first have Java installed on your Windows operating system. So first we are going to see how to install Java APK on our Windows operating system, and then we are going to see how we can install Android Studio. So let's get started. We are going to just open up our browser and search for Java APK. And the first link which will appear here will be from oracle.com. I'm going to provide the link in the description of this video also. So just open the link which is from oracle.com. So once this website is open, you will see at the time of making this video, Java 14 is the latest version available, and you can download it by just clicking on the JPK download link. So I'm going to just click on JDK download, which is going to open this kind of web page. So here you need to just scroll down and locate the Windows operating system executable file. So you can see Windows x64 installer is this one, and you can see this executable file you can download for Java programs. Just click on this link, which is going to start the download of this executable file. In between, you will be asked to just check this checkbox and then click on this download button. So once this executable file is downloaded, I'm going to just click on this file, and now you can see that this installation wizard has been started. So I'm going to just click on next here, and this will be the location where your Java JDK will be installed. So if you don't have to do anything to change it, just leave it as default, and then click on next, and then just wait for the installation to complete. And after some time, you will see this message which says Java SE Development 14.0.1 successfully installed. That means Java is installed on our Windows operating system. So I'm going to just close this window, and let's see where Java is installed on our Windows operating system. We'll just go to this PC and then click on go to drive, and then we are going to go to the program files. And here you can see the Java folder. So I'm going to go inside the Java folder. And once you are inside the Java folder, you will see the JDK directory here. Now, in the newer version of Java JDK, you will not see JRE folder here. So JRE comes with the JDK bundle, so you don't need to install it separately or do anything here. You just go inside the JDK folder, and now we're going to set the environment variables for our Java command to work with it. So you need to go inside the bin folder for that, and then just copy this path up to bin folder inside the Java. So to set the environment variables, you just need to search for environment variables, and you will see this result here, which says edit the system environment variables. So search two letters of environment, and you will see this result. You just click on this result, which says edit the system environment variables. And then here you need to go to this section which says environment variables. And now you can add the Java bin environment variable here. So under system variable, you will see this path variable. So just select this and then click on edit. And here you need to click on new and add this path which you have copied. So this is the path up to bin which we have copied. So you just need to click new and then paste this path. So once you have added this, just click on OK. Also, some application requires Java home to be added into the environment variables. So to add Java home in your environment variables, you can just click on new under system variables. You just click on new, and then under variable name, just write Java home in capitals. So Java underscore home all in capital, and then the variable value will be the JDK folder path. So you just need to go up to JDK folder. You don't need to go inside the bin folder. Okay. So up to JDK folder, just copy this path and then just paste it as the variable value, and then click OK. This is going to add this Java home variable into your system variable. Once you are done with this, just click on OK and then click on OK. So this means that Java home variable and Java environment variable is added into your environment variables. Now what we are going to do is we are going to check whether Java command is working with our command prompt or not. So just close any other command prompt which you have previously opened, and then just open the command prompt once again. So just write cmd and then just click on command prompt here. And here we are going to check once again Java version command. So I'm going to write Java hyphen version here, and it's going to show the version of Java which we have installed. So we have installed Java 14.0.1. So it's going to give us this result. You can also run Java C command. So Java C Python version, and it's also going to show you the Java version. So once you have installed Java JDK on your Windows operating system, we are ready to install Android Studio on our computer. So for that, just open your previous browser once again and then search for Android Studio, and you will see the first result here will be from developer.android.com. So we are going to just click on this link. I'm going to give this link in the description of this video also. Once this website is open, straight away you can see this download button. And at the time of making this video, you can see 4.0 for Windows is the latest version of Android Studio. Also, if you want to see the system requirements for installing Android Studio, you can just scroll down at the bottom, and at the bottom you will be able to see the system requirements. So we are using Windows 10, so these are the system requirements for installing Android Studio on your Windows 10 operating system. So make sure all the system requirements are met on your Windows operating system before installing Android Studio. So once your laptop or PC fulfills all these requirements, we are ready to just download this executable file. So I'm going to just click on this download button and then click on I have read read all the terms and conditions, and then click on download. So you can see it's around 871 megabyte file, so it will take some time to download. So I will wait for the download to complete. So once this executable file is downloaded, I'm going to just click on this executable file, and I'm going to minimize my browser. And first of all, you just need to select yes here, which is going to start the installation wizard for Android Studio. So here on this first window, you just need to click on next button, and then you will see this text here also. Leave everything as default and then click on next. And this will be the location where Android Studio will be installed on your Windows operating system. So if you don't have the good permission to change it, just leave it as default and then click on next. And then here on this window, you don't need to do anything. You just need to click on install and then wait for some time for the installation to complete. Now you can see the installation is finished and it says setup was completed successfully. So at this point, you just need to click the next button and then just leave this checkbox as checked and click on finish, which is going to launch Android Studio for you. Now, for the first time, when Android Studio starts, it will ask you if you want to import the config from the previous installation of Android Studio or not. Otherwise, you can choose do not import anything. So just leave it as do not import status if you are installing Android Studio for the first time, and then click on OK. It is going to start the Android Studio. Now at this point, you can see this message which is allow Google to collect anonymous usage data of Android Studio and its related tools. If you want to allow Google to do that, just click on send user statistics to Google. Otherwise, click on don't send. In my case, I'm going to just choose don't send. And now on this Android Studio setup wizard,
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
so you can set up your Android Studio according to your needs. So here, just click on next. And in the install type, you can see there are two options, standard and custom. For the new user, I will recommend the first option, which is standard, which is recommended for most users also. And then click on next. And here you can select the UI theme. So some people like darker themes, other people like light themes. So it's totally on the developer's taste. I'm going to go with the light theme, but if you want to have the darker theme, you can just select darker theme and then click on next. And now you can verify all the settings which you have selected. So you can see there are so many settings which are selected here. You can verify them, and then if you are happy with all those settings, then you can click on finish. At this point, the Android Studio will start the download of some extra tools which were listed in the verify steps. So here also you need to wait for some time until this download and the setup is finished for the Android Studio for the first time.
And one more point I'm suggesting from my end regarding this one is Whenever you are going to work with Android Studio, make sure that you are alive with the internet. Okay, because there is a application tool called it Cradle, right? Cradle, Gradle. This Cradle, what it will do, now and then it will have the updates. So once Android Studio releases its own updates and patches, it will automatically correct, right? So especially with respect to SDKs, before you are going for coding, you have to choose SDK. I think in the basic app that while you are going to develop, in that video you come to know about that SDK. Even you could be able to find out that SDK version from the settings of your mobile phone, about the phone. You could be able to find out the SDK version. So while you are going to choose the SDK version in this emulator in the Android Studio, you have to choose a SDK version which is equal to or greater than your mobile SDK. Right? For example, in mobile SDK, you are having the version something called 13.5. Some SDK 13.5 is available. So in the Android Studio, while you are going to develop your app in the initial project wizards, it will ask you to choose the SDK. So you have to choose 13.5 or greater than 13.5 SDK versions, right? So if you are going to choose a lesser one, it will the final outcome that APK file will not run in your mobile. If you are going to choose lesser than 13.5, right? This is a notable point here regarding Cradle and SDK. This is very important. SDKs will be updated now and then, right, through your Android Studio. That is the reason why when you are going to work with your Android Studio, make sure that you are alive with the internet, right? Even you can work offline with the internet, but the thing is adjustable one is alive with the internet, because while you are going to run your app in your mobile, after installing your APK file in the mobile, you will get something error called a fatal error. Right? This fatal error is due to the mismatch of SDK updates. To avoid that, while you are going to run the program, make sure that you are live with the internet. Right? So that's the point I want to stretch it upon regarding Cradle and SDK.
And as you can see, I have selected show more, so I'm seeing more details about this process here. So once this process is finished, you will see this finish button here, so I'm going to just click on finish here, and then you will see this Android Studio project. Now let's create a sample Android Studio project, so I'm going to just select on start a new Android Studio project from here. And here you can choose between phone and tablet, and Wear OS, tvOS, automotive, and Android. So I'm going to select phone and tablet. I'm going to select anti-activity because we are going to just test our Android Studio. And then click on next button here. Here at the top, you can provide links to your Android application. For example, I'm going to just provide my first Android application word here, and then just leave package name as default. You can also select the location where this project will be saved, and also you can select the language in which you want to develop this Android app. So for now, I want to develop this Android app in Java, so I will select Java from here, and minimum SDK. So you can see by default API 16 Android 4.1 quality is selected. You can select the newer version or the later version from here also, and it also depends on how many percentage of Android device you are targeting. So let's say I'm going to see Android 5.0. It says that your app will run on approximately 24.5% of devices. Okay, so here I'm going to just select API 16 Android 4.1 quality, and then click on finish, which is going to start the Android Studio for the first time. So now as you can see, it will take some time to load, so just wait for some time. So we will start from the right hand side. You will see this window in which you can see what's new in the newest version of Android Studio. If you want to read it, just minimize this option because our project is created here. On the left side, you can see the Also, you will be able to see the activity name called assembly file where you can design your Android app. One more thing you will observe here is this bottom bar here. And here you will see the Gradle is downloading some packages. So you need to wait for those packages to be downloaded. So just wait for this progress bar to reach to the 100% mark. Also, you can click on terminal here to get into terminal terminal. Or if you want to see the date, then you can see the date status also here for your Android app. Now, as you can see, the sync is finished. So my build is successful and
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire, messages that forge brighter connections, and emails that give
as you can see on the activity view.xml window, I can see this design view, or I can see the split view in which I can see the design and the code for that, or I can see only code. Okay, so you can choose between these three modes, whatever you want to use. So right now, when I just maximize this design view or zoom it, I can see there is one text message here which says hello world. When we are going to run our app, it's going to say hello world message on the app. So now let's run this project. So in order to run this project, we need to select some device. Now right now you can see there is no device selected here. So when you will run your app, it will say that error running app, no target device found. So what you need to do is you just need to click on this no device here, and then you can open ABD manager, which is going to open this kind of thing. So here we are going to create a new virtual device. Just click on new virtual device, and from here you can choose the device on which you want to test your Android app. So all the devices which you see here are from Google. So here I'm going to select this Pixel 3 device from here, which is around 5.43 inches, and then I'm going to click on next button. So here on the next preview you can select a system image. You can see different release rates and API levels. So for now I'm going to choose this release rate, which is 4
And in this point, regarding the choosing that minimum SDK level must sync with this part, right? Remember that minimum SDK level with this thing which need to sync with this point, right? So that's the thing I want to stress here, because you will be choosing one thing on during the development, during your design, but while you are going to run your program in the target, that it must also need to sync, right? Otherwise if you don't have the corresponding execution environment.
and the API level is 57. So just click on download link here, and it's going to open this kind of license agreement window. So just click on accept and then click on next, which is going to start the installation of the requested content. So once the installation is finished, just click on finish button. So when I click on finish, you can see when I select audio which I have downloaded, on the right hand side it says HAXM is not installed. So in order to install it, you just need to click on this link which is given here, which says install HAXM, and then leave everything as default, which is 4 GB in my case, which is also recommended. If you want to include it, you can include it. It's totally dependent on your operating system. And then click on next and click on yes. And now I can see that Android SDK is up to date, running Intel HAXM installer, and then Intel HAXM upgrade successfully applied. Click on finish now, and once again click on next. Now I can see that I can choose from these two modes. One is portrait and other is landscape. So I will leave everything as default here, and then click on finish. So now I have this virtual machine which I have created recently, right? So now as you can see, I have created one more device which is Nexus 5 API also, just for the demonstration. So in this way you can create multiple virtual devices here, and then once you close it, you will be able to select between those virtual devices. this is how you can download and install Android Studio on your Windows 10 operating system. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next video.
So that is the case, that the way to install and how to run the program. Just if you press the play button, the corresponding pixel mobile phone will come as a output. In that hello world will get to be printed, right? A normal print statement will be used within that app. So apart from that, what are all the UI that you could able to design? On the day we have seen about I think 13 students have submitted assignments on Flutter. Flutter is the base for creating UI. Likewise, so many UI kits are available. You can integrate those UI and you could able to create using Android. Otherwise, using Java, in Java you are having uh, AWT toolkits are available. Abstract windowing toolkits. Otherwise, otherwise you could be able to use your Java X component for graphics purposes, right? So those things are useful for you to develop UI based entities in the environment, right? And one more thing, I think this will give you the content.
In this video, we will see how to create an application in Android Studio. This video is on absolute videos in Android development. First of all, we will find Android Studio project. Now here, we have to select the activity for our application. We can select any of the activities. For now, select the free application as choose one. Now, we will enable your application. Now, you can change the application of the application. You can location is your project location. And for the next option, you can select the language that you would like to use. Now, I'm going to Java. We want this to be used the minimum version of Android required by your application. Now, I have selected KitKat. The Android version below KitKat will not be able to use this application. To select your device, then KitKat user will not be able to run your application.
This is the point why everyone is stretching on this one is the APK file what you are going to download from the Android Studio, right? I think you could able to see a build button in the menu or in the run button in the menu that you could able to click. You could able to find out download APK, download.apk. You could able to see the output in the AVD itself. I think in the previous video that they have created a pixel AVD, right? An access AVD. Just if you click that play button, automatically output will come in any one of the virtual device in the computer itself. Okay, the computer screen itself. But if you want to see the actual output, you could able to link that corresponding device through USB cable. Okay. Otherwise, the thing is that you could able to just run the program, just to build the program. If you build the program with zero errors, means by default APK file will be available. Just in the build menu that you could able to found that download.apk. If you click that, automatically you will get an APK file. So using your USB cable that you could able to download that APK file to your mobile phone in the mobile phone, either in your memory card or your internal storage. Advisable thing is internal storage, right? because compared to secondary storage memory, primary storage will be fast. Basic concept from our OS. Okay, so by default, while you are going to download it, what you have to do, you have to visit to the, now you can unplug the USB cable in your mobile. Now your APK file is available. So what you have to do, go to the app manager, right? Go to the app manager. Do not go to the location directly. Okay, do not go and double click that app directly. Advisable thing is go through app manager. Through the app manager you can install, because in for example, the apps that what you're downloading through Play Store or iStore, initially it will be asking you some permissions, right? So that type of permissions will be bypassed when you are going to open through, double tap it directly from the location. So to avoid that, if you open it through app manager, ultimately that you could able to trade through, uh, knowingly or unknowingly. The lower versions of Android OS don't have support of identifying the features of allowing permissions in the .apk file, which are generated through Android Studio, right? So those cases we can't able to do anything. So you have to bypass through it, right? So that's the thing, main idea. So why everyone is talking about this minimum SDK here is, it need to, the APK file need to run in your mobile, right? Physically, that's the thing.
So for now, I am going to stop and now this is your project completely. Now you can see a folder named Java. Now inside this folder, we will be keeping all our Java projects, and we will only be using folder from the first app, app. And this is the package name that comes with the load. And we don't have to use these two folders. They will be automatically saved. So if you want to add a new Java file, just right click each folder and click new and Java file. Click the new and the new Java file will be here. So after that, go to R area and inside folder, we see here Java file. We will be doing all our designing now inside this folder, and we will be keeping all our images and policies from this folder. Now this app comes to physical. You can see that the hello world is already the text here showing hello world despite this change. Now if you want to add document name, first of all you have to copy the image and paste it inside the folder geography. Make sure that you select the folder geography. Right next to that geography and click continue. Select the geography folder and click continue. Now here, next to it, the primary machine images in the capture folder and support directly constraints that might be if wireless movement device. So always use memory. Now this package, and you can see the file is selected in the folder.
So what they are explaining for you there is, they are copying an image file within that folder, because uh, where you have that main file within that folder itself, they are copying all the supportive assets. Right here onwards, you use the term assets. So assets are nothing but the supporting files to make the app to run. Okay, so which are all necessary for your app, that should be available within that folder.
Folder. You can edit it by seeing this file. Now let's add the theme.
So palette is the place where you will get all your drag and drop controls. So in Java, for all these controls, you have a basic class. Once you create the object for that class, I could able to place that object using programming. Place that object in the window easily. That's all. Here we are doing it through drag and drop window. Even you can do it through coding window. Both are applicable, right? Forward engineering, reverse engineering, both are applicable.
Sometimes we have not and people don't have to. So if we have and you can see that
So see that the exclamation marks have been generated nearby text view and image view, right? Observe that. So whatever that you have made in the design view, now it is available or it got reflected in the code view. So we are increasing the font size. So if your RAM size is less than 8 GB, this window, this mobile window, it will take time for you to see the output, right? This emulator will take time to display the output. First opening of this emulator itself will take time if your RAM size is less than 8 GB. So make sure that the laptop or desktop computer you are having should be equal to or greater than 8 GB. Then only you could be able to see the output immediately on the emulator. So that's the case that uh, to be discussed for today's session. Next hour continues with the external learning. Minimum 3 exercise to 4 exercises complete. At the end of external learning, I think around 2:45, I will ask you to mention the attendance as well as location to upload the first 3 exercises or 4 exercises, right? So carry on with your external learning. Install Studio in your laptop or desktop. Start working with that. Be available in the online. You can stay inside the class and do the thing parallel.